cops and robbers. It ain't the same today, trying to find a different way. Lord knows we was running wild. Mama and them told us pump our brakes. Took that chance to get my mind right. Long way, doctors in the tunnel. Father, I need life.
Created 18 nations of people. He made one people to be above all other people. That people is known as the Israelites. Go to Sirach 33 and go to verse number 10. I'm going to show you how the Israelites, our people, are above all people upon the face of the earth. Sirach 33 and 10.
The book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 10. Right. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
Right, so everybody come from Adam. We all agree with that, right? The church teach all that? Did everybody come from Adam?
Yeah. The book about the rib.
Yeah, the rib. Yeah, Eve came from Adam, she's the rib. Nonetheless, we all come from Adam and Eve. Read.
In much knowledge, the Lord hath divided them, right, and made their ways diverse. Read. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself.
So God, he sanctified and he blessed a certain group of people. What people did God sanctify and bless and keep to himself? The Israelites, us. God sanctified us. God told us to be separate from everybody else. Why do you think we do everything the best? Think about it. Oh, we're not black, sister, we're the Israelites. Alright, we're the Israelites, family. That's why we do everything the best.
They said black is the color of your...
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Yeah, that's right. Black is the color of your jacket. You brown skin. Everybody has some type of form of melanin. The Chinese man, the Arab man, the East Indian man, they all have some type of melanin. They don't call themselves black. Right. How come that when it comes to our melanin, all of a sudden we're black? We're niggas. We're these different things. I should give you food for thought. Now read this. This is what God said.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. Read. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
I said we're a holy people. Who sings better than the so-called black man and black woman? What other race? Do the Chinese sing better than us? The East Indians?
Nobody.
The Arabs? Nobody. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people.
What are all these sisters?
Above all people.
One more time.
Above all people.
Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
I said we're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. He didn't say some people. He didn't say we equal, like how Martin Luther King said. But God said we're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Who cooked better than Granny? Abuelita. Who cooked better than that?
Who?
Does the East Indian woman cook better than our people? What you mean you can't tell me, sister?
That house stink.
Be real. Hey, see, look.
They never ate from her.
What about Chinese? Is Chinese food better than soul food? No. Actually, it ain't better than soul food. It ain't better than that. What the Jamaicans call it? Rice and peas?
Rice and beans.
Yeah, the rice and peas. Rice and peas. They got the rice and peas. They got the oxtail. They got the Levites. They got they dish on. Lord, they got the tacos. Ain't nobody cooking like our people. Because God set us up to be above our people. You see yourself in that sound system? What's your nationality? Puerto Rican. See, Boricua. Who cook better than, again, our people, the so-called Puerto Ricans? What about you? Same thing. What about you? Which ones? You said German and Guatemala? How you German? Who German? Your dad German? Like, your dad, he like dark skin, but he from Germany, or he a white man? Okay. What about you, sister?
Oh, I'm black. American.
So-called American black. So all y'all most likely be from the tribe of Judah. Y'all be Israelites from the tribe of Ephraim. Now, as you see on this sound, let's actually turn this around. The same things that happen to the so-called black man and black woman is the same thing that happened to the so-called Puerto Ricans. You look on this sign right here. What is this? What flag is that? That's the Spanish flag. That's the same flag that came to Paricua and put your people in slavery. Put your people in captivity, that did this to your people. When you analyze the history of the so-called black and Hispanics, we went through the same exact things. And even today in 2025,
that's right,
we still go through the same exact things.
That's right.
That's why God gave us certain laws and commandments to keep and uphold, to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Read that one more time.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Y'all agree with that verse? That y'all are above, that we are above all people? You say, yeah? What about you, sister?
I don't know. I feel like that's a setup question.
It's not a sister. Do you believe that you're better than everybody else? Do brothers feel like that they're better than everybody else?
That's right.
Okay, I can't hear brothers, but do brothers feel like they above everybody else?
That's right.
Alright, we feel like we're above everybody else. So how about you? You feel like you're above everybody else? According to the Bible?
God.
Without the Bible, I feel like I'm over everybody else.
That's
Me.
right.
That's right, sister, that's right.
Come
I
on,
don't feel like
man.
I'm behind nobody.
Come on,
That's
man.
what God said. What's up?
Oh, I was agreeing.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
On the real. So, knowing that God gave us laws and commandments to uphold, because you can say you're better than somebody, but it's one thing to apply the things that God gave us to be above everybody. I'm gonna show you a couple commandments. Y'all know about the 10 commandments, right? Just said earlier. It's commandments outside of the 10 that God commands us to keep as a people in order for us to uphold that king-like and that rulership-like estate. Now let's read a couple commandments. Let's go to Leviticus 19 verse 11. I want y'all to tell me if these commandments are hard and you just can't keep them, or if these are easy, simple commandments. Go to Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 11.
Right.
Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another.
So God said you can't steal, you can't deal falsely, you can't lie one to another. Is that hard? No. Go to verse 26. These are simple commandments. Verse 26.
Verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe times.
God said no, like we talked about earlier. No astrology, no zodiac signs, no horoscopes.
Zodiac sign is basically a star. They pick the god at.
That's right. Did y'all get into zodiac signs? What you say you are?
Oh, I'm a Virgo. My birthday. Read that.
What you say? What you say? What you say?
We have birthday.
See, all that is sin.
March 24th. My birthday, March 23rd. Really? Same day as my birthday.
See that? Well, look, hey, hold on. In a nutshell, all that is sin.
No,
All that-
I said my
I know,
birthday
I know.
is March 23rd. I didn't say I'm an Aries. I said my birthday is March 23rd.
All right. But all that Virgo, I'm a Pisces, I'm a Libra, that would be a sin according to the Bible.
Oh.
You gotta
That go
explain to
back-
them what
yeah.
you told me. Like,
I got you.
what it means. Because they not going to. You just
I
tell me
got
that.
you,
They're not
sister.
going to know.
I got you, sister. So that go back to Babylonian worship. All right, all those Virgos and Pisces and Libras, those goes back to ancient gods. Do y'all want to call yourselves after the name of an ancient god that y'all don't know nothing about?
I need you to ask that question.
I said, do you want to call yourself after a name of an ancient god that you don't know nothing about? The god of the Babylonians. You ever heard about the Babylonian Empire?
Yeah.
Before to that empire, they did a lot of wickedness. They were known for their homosexuality. They were known for false judgments. They were known for doing madness. And what they did was they looked at the stars and they called the stars after their gods. They named them their gods. Is the stars your god, or do y'all have a god in the Bible? In the Bible. So I'll call yourself after them star, and if y'all God is within the Bible, this records is within the Bible. Doesn't make sense, do it? So from moving forward, y'all gonna stop calling yourselves Pisces and Libras and Virgos and all that madness. Y'all just saying it.
No, like, all I gotta say
Do you believe that?
I didn't say anything yet.
What you say? Huh? You don't know? Well, is your God in the heavens or is your God within the stars? Matthew 5 and verse 34. All right, go to Matthew 5 and 34. What about you, sister? Do you worship the God in the heavens or do you worship stars? What about you? What about you?
You already asked me.
I want to hear it again. I don't know if you was confident the first time. I ain't
God in the heavens.
God in the heavens. I'm going to ask you, you worship the God in the heavens or stars? Huh? Read this.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 34. Right. But I say unto you, swear not at all neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king.
So God said he's known in the heavens. God is in the heavens. He's the king of the heavens. He's the king of the earth. So you content with worshiping stars, sister? You cool with that? Not really. So which one is he? You gonna worship stars? You gonna worship God? Huh? You don't believe in the Bible?
I have a question. Like I said, I'm a visual learner. If I have not been between cards, then I can look
I'm asking you, do you believe in the Bible? You do believe in the Bible? You believe in everything in the Bible? Alright, so you said you don't believe in things that you can't see, right? What's some goals that you have in the future? That your career flourishes? You want to be a millionaire one day? You want to be wealthy one day? So, do you see yourself being wealthy physically right now? I'm saying physically, not imagining, but physically. Can you see yourself riding in a Mercedes right now? No. But you believe it's going to happen, right? So how come you don't believe in God? Can you see God? But you should believe that he's around because it's something called faith, right? You have faith that you'll pull up in a Mercedes one day, but you don't see it. So that you saying that you don't believe God because you don't see him, that's not a good excuse. Well, explain, sister. We up here, we your brothers. We up here to, hey. Go to Hebrews 11:1. I think what it is, sister, I think you like in faith. I think you like faith, sister. Read this.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
You listen, sister?
Start from the top.
Yeah.
From the top. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
God said faith is the evidence of things not seen. You said earlier that you don't know if you can believe in everything in the Bible because you haven't seen everything, right? Now, again, you don't see your dreams physically in front of your eyes, but you have faith that they'll come to pass one day. So if you have faith on carnal things such as your dreams, why not have faith in God? Who woke you up to that? How's your heart beating in your body right now? How you damn breathing right now? And we're not saying this to be sarcastic. We being real with you. As a God, how did all this? If we the greatest people, how did all this happen to us? You said earlier, and the Bible said, and most importantly, we above all people. We do everything the best. We're the strongest. We're the fastest. We're the most intelligent. Right? We're the most intelligent people. So if we're the most intelligent, how the hell would something like this be able to happen to us? It's all divine. God set this all up, which means that you should really fear God. Now read on in this.
For by it the elders obtain a good report.
That's it on there. Read Romans 8.
Book of Romans chapter 8 and verse
24.
Verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope.
That's why God said we're saved by hope. If you can see something, there's no reason for you to hope in it because it's in front of your eyes. Ain't no reason for you to, man, I wish I had a purse, because you got a purse. God said real hope or real faith comes when you don't see something. Huh? You got a point? I thought you had a point. But nonetheless, real faith, real hope comes when you can't physically see something, but you wish for it and you yearn for it. That's how it is with God, sister. So believe it or not, y'all be God's chosen people. Y'all be Israelites. Y'all are princesses walking the earth. God commanded us to keep his laws and his commandments. Go to Deuteronomy 22:5. Before y'all read y'all this quick commandment. I know y'all gave you a couple commandments. It's another commandment that our people have to keep as Israelites. Now, would y'all prefer yourselves as princesses or bad babies?
I'm not the type of hoe around calling myself a bad baby.
That's good.
I'm not that.
Which is good, you're not that. Now, a lot of our women, they portray themselves and they like that term, I'm a bad bee, I'm a city girl. That term. So the fact that y'all don't get down with that, that's beautiful. Now, if y'all are princesses, it's one thing to call yourself one. It's another thing to move like one. Princesses, according to the Bible, have dress codes. I'm going to show you, according to the Bible, how God deals with the dress code of males and females. Read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertain unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So God said a man, it would be a sin for a man to put on a woman's garment. What is a woman's garment? Dress. So if you see a man walking around in a dress, according to the Bible, God said that would be a sin.
That's right.
Now read from the top again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Likewise, a woman, she can't wear that which pertains to men. What's clothing that pertains to men? Name it.
Boxers.
Yeah, boxers, you know.
Red.
Huh?
Red.
Not necessarily.
Pants?
Pants.
Huh?
Pants. Pants. Did you know that women didn't start wearing pants until the 60s? Before the 60s, women was never wearing pants.
Right.
According to the Bible, it's a sin for women to wear pants. Why do you think God said it's a sin? Well, yeah, it's a commandment, and it, you know.
Women aren't supposed to act like men, and men aren't supposed to act like women.
Exactly. Pants, they put a masculine spirit on our women.
Exactly.
You know, believe it or not, that's why you got a lot of our women now, they're known.
Very feminine.
Yeah.
Don't look at men. I know they big.
Nonetheless, go to 1 Timothy 2:9. God deals with modest apparel. Is that modest?
No.
No, it shows your curves. You know how many creeps you get in, city of Chicago? It's
What's the difference from me showing my curves in a skirt?
It's the cool in the skirt. You're not really showing your curves
No, but you're showing
in the
your
skirt.
But you know, it could be
You're
a
not
short
showing your
skirt,
body in the
though.
skirt.
Well, my kids.
Well, real quick.
Do you know that we get in trouble?
In the skirt or in the dress, you're not really showing your body. It's really covered up. I'll show you an image. It's covered up. It's less revealing than what you got on. See, a man can walk past, he can see your figure, he can, lust after your figure. That ain't gonna cut it, sister. That ain't gonna cut it. That's why God said we gotta wear, as women, gotta wear skirts or dresses. Y'all said earlier that y'all was princesses. Huh?
What if I'm not comfortable with that? But like
Comfortable in what?
In dresses and skirts.
Yeah, look at that. You gonna let the heathen out do it? They not complaining. They
I
not
will
saying
give you a full example.
But no, I'm saying like with me, like with work, like that's the thing I have to do. Like I cannot like a dress code. Like I cannot go put on a skirt and be like,
if you tell them that it's against your heritage to do that, then you'll do it. Because for example, Arab women.
I'm not gonna lie. We got every woman that still have to wear pants.
But I'm talking about real ones that actually care. I'm talking about ones that actually care because it's actually against the law for them to have you go against your so-called religion. So I'm gonna read y'all a verse real quick. Read this.
Book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all, is that modest what y'all got on? Just being honest. No. So read it one more time.
In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
God said, women, you have to adorn yourselves in modest clothing, modest apparel. I didn't write that. Right. That's what God said. Now the next brother, he's gonna expound a little bit furthermore. Oh yeah, here we go right here. This is modest apparel. Is this too hard to put on, fam? Yeah. You said yes. That's too hard.
I wear dresses all the time. I just didn't
That's what I do. When I go to church, I don't wear pants. I don't wear like fitted clothes. I go to be comfortable.
All right, now the next brother, he's about to teach you in ways that I could and bring out points why y'all should wear dresses and skirts. Form your shoulder.
So y'all love God, right? So if you love God, how does God say that you got what you got to do in order to show that you love Him? Right. We're gonna read that out the Bible, right? Give me that in 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2.
Book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse number 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep His commandments.
How do we show that we love God?
And keep His commandments.
So we show that we love God by keeping His commandments. Now these things shouldn't be hard for us to do, right? It shouldn't be grievous. If God told us to do, again, this is why we're at the bottom, right? This is why these curses. Y'all sisters paying attention? This is why these curses fell upon us. This is why there's black on black crime, right? This is why we're impoverished our community. This is why we have drug-filled communities, because our people fail to listen to God. Right? God gave us, give me 2nd Ezra 7 and 20. God just gave us basic instructions, basic commandments to listen. Just like y'all got parents, right? Right? Y'all go to school, right? Y'all follow rules and regulations, right? So if y'all follow rules and regulations by the so-called white man, right? If y'all follow rules and regulations by y'all parents, and God created y'all parents, how much more should you follow the laws of God? Read that.
Book of 2nd Ezra 7 and verse number 20. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of God.
Read that again.
For they despise.
Read that from the top.
For there be many that perish in this life.
The Lord said there's going to be many people that mainly talking about the Israelites. He said there's going to be many people that's going to die, that's going to perish in this life. Why?
Because they despise the law of God.
Because they despise the laws of God. Our people don't want to listen. Hey, think about it, right? Y'all know, y'all from Chicago, y'all from here? The Lord said keep the Sabbath day. Y'all know what the Sabbath day is? Right, today is the Sabbath day. Right, it's a rest day. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, the Lord said, hold there. Give me the Bible, Exodus chapter 34, verse 31 is
you great. I'm the first to do it.
Listen to this.
I'm giving them what they
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 31, verse 3. And I have filled him with the Spirit of God,
That's crazy.
and wisdom, and an understanding.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
14.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 31, verse 14. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you.
The Lord said, keep the Sabbath day, it's holy unto you. Read.
Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death.
The Lord said, if you defile the Sabbath day, which is his holy day or rest day, he said you're going to be put to death. Read.
For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
That's why if you look at on Fridays and Saturdays, what happens to the majority of our people on the weekend? They get killed. Fridays and Saturdays, our people like to go out, hang out, kick, go to the club, drink, get drunk. Hey, I go to work on Sunday morning, I see people, cars wrapped around the pole, cars flipped over. Right, I turn on the news while I'm at work. Right, Sunday morning, I hear Chicago on the south side. Right, 30 people shot, 10 people dead, all because they refuse to hearken to the words of the Lord. Read that.
Keep reading.
Verse number 21. Read from the top. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of God.
Because they break God's law. Read.
That is set before them. For God has given straight commandments.
He gave us basic instructions, basic commandments. Right? If he said put on the dress, put on the dress. It's that simple. Again, guess what? Look at your foremothers. They wore dresses. Like you see the women in these images. They wore dresses.
What about this?
So if you can, like if you can't talk to your mother the same way you ask your mother or your parents for Jordans or anything else, ask your parents for a dress. Well, if you gotta wear a uniform, you gotta wear a uniform. When you right, but if you come home from school, guess what? I start putting on the dress.
I wear gowns.
Right, that's a dress. That counts. Well, you gotta, pants got zippers on them. Right, and then you look at the stretch pants. Right, what do you need a zipper for? Right, that was put on. This was put on us by our oppressors, right, to give us that masculine spirit. Yeah, you women are feminine. Right? You want to have that feminine spirit, right? Having on those pants bring forth the masculine spirit. Right, that's why a lot of. Check into the.
I got the part, that part.
Okay, check into the information. Yeah. So yeah, make sure y'all, sisters, oh yeah, make sure y'all sisters, hearken to the words of the Lord. Keep reading on this.
For God had given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should do. They should observe to avoid punishment.
Right, what you should have done to avoid punishment? Because y'all don't want to be punished, right, by God, right? So how much more if you start keeping God's commandments? Y'all hear these brothers? Right, you have to keep God's commandments. So if it means put on the dress, hey, the women in the Bible, did y'all know the women in the Bible wore dresses? Yeah, they wore dresses. So how much more do you? Right, y'all plan on getting married way down the line, right? One day. So guess what you gonna have on?
A dress.
You a class clown. You a class clown. Right? So the point of the matter is, make sure y'all got a well, put on my because a man, once y'all get there, a man gonna respect y'all when y'all have on dresses. When he start looking at your curves and your stuff is out, he should. But a lot of men don't. When they see you dressed like, a lot of men disrespect women. You said what?
That's not something for me to worry about.
That's true. Because at some point, you want a man that's going to be in the Word with you, that's going to believe in God, that's going to follow the commandments. Because guess what? If he's in the world, he's going to do what he want to do. But guess what? God gave us commandments to where we cannot do what we want to do. Right? These commandments is to keep us out of sin, to make us, to keep us on the straight and narrow, to get us to the kingdom of heaven, because that's what the commandments do. At the end of the day, having faith in keeping God's commandments is going to get us into the kingdom of heaven. And if you break God's commandments, guess what? Give me 2 Ezra 15 and 24. If you break God's commandments, you're not going to live. And being an Israelite, the Lord promised us the kingdom of heaven, not everybody. Read this.
2 Ezra 15 and verse 24, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments.
The Lord said, woe to them, meaning death and destruction, to them that sin and do what?
And keep not my commandments.
And don't keep my commandments. So it's very important. Hey, these commandments give me some Rec 19 and 19. These commandments are very easy. It's not that hard. Like trying to do it back, I can't do it back, that's hard. But these commandments that God said to do, it should be hard, it should be grievous. Does that make sense? You don't have on a shirt and skirt? All praise to the Most High. All right, Lord willing, sister. Y'all got our flyer?
No.
Take our flyer. Take our flyer. Hold on, I got it. Y'all got a flyer? Stay out of the Christian church. They're not going to teach you the truth. All right? Follow the YouTube channel, sis. Moab is my wash pot.
Right.
Right? Moab gonna be washing pots and pans for us in the kingdom.
Right.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High.
You know you Moab.
Right?
He turned around.
These nations know who they are, man. We the only nation of people that don't know who we are, man. That's why we come out here and wake our people up and tell these other nations, these heathens, that they going into slavery under the so-called black Hebrew Israelites, which they like to call us, man. They like to call us the black Hebrew Israelites, man. Hey, but we come to tear down these cities. We come out here to cause an uproar. Right. Tell these other nations, these heathens, that they judgment, right? That they're going to be servants and subject unto us, just like how we are right now, man.
Brother,
you got 2 minutes for God?
2 minutes, brother.
So we got here to tell up here, hey, what's going on and what's happening to the, especially what's going on in this world right now. Right. Hey, brother, what's going on, man?
That
Come around, man. Come on, that's your brother, man.
Bring that book around, man.
Right here, man. Front and center, man. Hey, man. I forgot your name again.
Morshawn.
What's the front of that book say?
Oh, this is a companion Bible. This is a Bible with footnotes.
The companion Bible?
Footnotes that explains the verse in its code.
Okay. I'm listening.
That was it.
Okay, so, man, come on, man. You've been up here how many times, man? You know what's going on, man.
Say about 9 times.
Yeah, man. You've been out here about 9 times.
9 times.
Right, so out of the 9 times you've been up here, man.
Yes, sir.
Open it up. What's the first book of that Bible?
King James Version.
What's the first book? Is it, let me see. Open it up.
Right here. Explanations, the consonants of Hebrew, the vowels of Hebrew.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
It's authenticated. It's still, it's real. I pay a lot of money for this motherfucker. Just let you get it.
All right. Okay, so brother, man.
Yes, sir.
So when you read that Bible from front to back, what's it talking about? What's the synopsis of the story?
This right here. Everything we see.
Right, but what nation of people? Beginning, I know it starts with...
You know what? I mean, I never understood the point of view, probably because me personally, I don't love myself. So the point of view could have been blatant. And I just was like, putting it off because I don't see that in myself.
Right.
But I would believe that this comes from the Torah, the man of Moses, book of Moses.
Yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, that Bible that you got in your hand, that's a treasure book. That's a treasure piece.
Okay, right. That's why it's probably so damn.
You ever seen that movie Book of Eli?
Yeah.
With Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
That's the so-called white man. What did he say? He said, I need that book.
Okay.
You need that book.
Okay.
You know why he needed it? The same thing with right now. Our oppressors.
Yeah.
They needed that book too.
Yeah.
Guess why they needed that book?
Keep us from us?
To keep us from knowing who we are.
Yeah.
Because they were afraid that we find out who we are, then their kingdom will collapse. And this is what you're seeing right now. Give me 2nd Esdras 5 and 1. And give me 2nd Esdras 6 and 28. What they're afraid of is us waking up to who we are. Give me 2nd Chronicles 7 and 14. Because they know that once we wake up to who we are as a people, it happened through every captivity. Babylonian captivity, the Persian Medes, the Greeks, the Romans. Once we rose up and found out who we are, even when you read about the Gentiles, their kingdom collapsed. And this is what you see what's going on in America.
Second Chronicles. I'm going to
Oh, yo, 2nd Chronicles 7 and 14. Read that.
Book of 2nd Chronicles 7 and verse number 14. And my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves.
It said, my people, which are called by their name, which are the Israelites, read,
and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then I will hear them. Then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
He said he's going to heal our land. Once we come back to our sins and our wicked ways, he's going to heal us. He's going to heal our land. And that's why you see over there in Israel, they bombing Israel. They tearing Israel up. Left and right to pieces. Why? Because the Lord is preparing that land. He's destroying that land so it can be cleansed, so it can be raised back up for us. Right, read that. 2nd Esdras 5 and 1.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Right, so the Lord said the day is going to come that the people that dwell on this earth, they're going to be taken away in a great number. Why? Mainly because it's been lied. You said what?
Glow of this earth or grow?
Read that again.
They which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
So the people that's dwelling on this earth, they're gonna be taken away in a great number. Mainly because of lack of that's not a faith. This land is bearing the faith or the truth. I'm sorry, not faith but truth. There's not truth in this land.
Okay.
So the Lord said when that time is here, it's gonna be a lot of chaos. Read.
And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Right? You hear that?
Word.
What did it just say?
Land barren of faith means the truth will be hidden from nobody and from everybody. The land itself, it's like the Liberty Bell when they tried to crack it because they didn't believe in God, so they said liberty, and look what happened to the bell. Had that big ass crack.
I don't know about that, bro.
Same difference. What? Same difference. Same difference.
Regardless of the point, I don't know about that.
Right. The day they tried to crack the Liberty Bell, said this is liberty. God said, okay, and put a big ass crack in that motherfucker.
All right, brother.
All right.
But what it's saying right here, because there's no truth, right? Because the land is going to be taken away in a great number. And this is why you're seeing a lot of people being displaced. You got school, so-called white people just shooting up schools now, right? You got this war that's going over in Russia and Ukraine, right? You got all of these wars and the rumors of wars, all this killing and dying and bloodshed. Why? Because there's no faith. But once the truth comes out, what happens? 2nd Esdras 6 and 28.
2nd Esdras 6 and verse 28, and it reads, as for faith.
As for what?
As for faith.
As for faith and truth in this land, read.
It shall flourish.
It shall what?
It shall flourish.
It's going to flourish. Read.
Corruption shall be overcome.
So when we get in our homeland, all this corruption and lies and rape and robbery and murder, right? Once truth is established, and we go back home, the truth is going to flourish. That's not happening right now. Why? Again, because when we wake up, this kingdom falls, and our kingdom is being cleansed. Read.
which has been so long shall be overcome, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared.
The Lord said this truth, which has so long been declared, read that last part.
And the truth which has been so long without fruit.
Right, without fruit, the truth that's been so long without fruit, read.
Shall be declared.
Shall be declared. And this is what you're seeing right now, the truth being declared. That's why, again, it's why so much chaos, so much flooding, so much wildfire. You got another wildfire going on in California right now.
Right.
You got AI taking over.
Right.
All of these things is happening because the truth is coming out and the lies are being told. Right? Like Jesus. Jesus is not white. Right? Who the Israelites are, who the Edomites are. Right? You said what?
I'm like blocking you.
No, yo, you good. You good. Right? Who the people of the book or who not the people of the book? That salvation, repentance in the kingdom of heaven is not for everybody, it's only for us.
Right.
So when you read that book from front to back, it's about a nation of people who were given God's laws. Right? He said, hey, you keep them, you're gonna be at the top, but if you break them,
I like how you put that.
yeah, if you break them, you're gonna be at the bottom. And all throughout history, all of these different captivities, guess what? They just kept breaking them. But God's love for us is so strong, that he's like, you know what? Even though y'all broke my commandments, I'm gonna send y'all somebody.
Their arms so strong, shit, on this Bible. Yeah.
The Lord said, I'm gonna send y'all somebody that's gonna forgive y'all, that y'all gonna have to have faith in. And he gonna come and die for y'all sins. And once y'all believe on him and keep the commandments, then I'm gonna turn my back towards y'all again. And this is what's happening. Once we turn our back towards the Most High, repent, keep God's commandments, then the Lord is gonna heal our land, the Lord is gonna heal us, and the Lord is gonna slow it. That's why you see the dollar collapsing. Right? It's prophesied in the Bible that the dollar going, give me the book of give me the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 6. Did you know that this is why, you see how all of these prices is going up all over the world, especially in America, all of these tariffs. Donald Trump is raging war on terror. It's a war on terrorists right now, 50%. Right? Donald Trump is trying to rage 50% tax on India. Not even that, even on Russia and China as well. It's prophesied in the Bible, right? It's prophesied in the Bible that a day's journey.
I'm coming right back.
What's that?
I gotta use the bathroom. So you talking about money? And it said a day. I thought you were gonna say a day's journey.
Well, that's not crazy. A day, but a day's work.
Oh.
But go to Revelation 6 and 6.
Okay, what is that?
Revelation 6 and 6, the last book of the Bible.
Okay.
Right, Revelation 6.
Man is right there too.
Right, so basically the Lord is saying in the last days, this is prophecy what I'm about to read to you. The Lord said in the last days, a penny and wheat is damn going to be about the. Somebody look up the word denarius, right? denarius. The Lord prophesied that once the inflation happens in America, the food prices are damn near going to be about the same amount as what you make in a day. So back then, the denarius was equivalent. The denarius was equivalent to how much they made in a day. I want to say it was $20. So their wage back then was about $20. Guess what? Wheat back then, barley wheat back then, when there was inflation in Rome, it was $20. Read that. Denarius.
This is the definition of denarius.
So denarius is almost like the petrodollar, but they call it the denarius back in Rome. Read.
There's a definition of denarius of a small silver coin of ancient Rome.
Denarius. Read that again.
A small silver coin of ancient Rome.
Right, it was a small silver coin in ancient Rome. Read.
Fractional banking.
I can't say that. Read that.
Second definition, a gold coin of the Roman Empire equivalent to 25 denarii.
See that? It was equivalent to 25 denarii.
Fractional.
Okay. Right.
You gotta have an equal part to make a fraction.
So what it's saying that the 25 denarii would basically make up a day's worth of pay. So when you read, let's read Revelation 6 and 6.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 6.
Yeah.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts saying, Amen. measure of wheat.
Listen to this, brother. You read in the law?
Yes, sir.
It said a measure of wheat is going to be worth what?
For a penny.
And which is a denarius, a penny.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Right. So a penny, one measure of wheat and 3 measures of barley is going to be worth a penny, meaning a denarius. Basically $20 a day. They wage. Read. Hold on. Let me finish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Right. So basically what it's saying, brother, in the towns right now,
oil and the wine. What does the oil and the wine mean?
The elect. The elect of Israel. Don't touch the oil and the wine. That's not physical, of course.
Or could it be special protection, like you anoint yourself in the oil and the wine?
No, but because it said don't hurt or don't touch the oil or the wine. It's talking about Israel. It's talking about the elect.
Don't you anoint yourself in the oil to be protected?
No, I don't want to get too deep, brother. No, I don't want to get too deep. He's talking about the elect of Israel. But going back to what I was saying, even right now, you can see how inflation is happening in America right now. You can go to the grocery stores right now. I was just in a grocery store. You got potato chips and cereal, damn, it costs $10.
Right.
And guess what? It's going to get worse and worse. Like the brother was just saying, you got a 50% tariff tax on India.
Right.
So I can only imagine how the cereal, the food, it's going to cost damn near what you make in a day. So if let's just say you make $100 in a day, even gas, you go to LA. These gas prices in LA is like insane, like $10 for a gallon of gas. So you're going to come to find out, brother, that all these things is happening. Inflation, wars, give me Matthew 24:6. The wars, the rumors of wars, all of this is happening because we coming back as his chosen people, the Israelites. So it's very important to know, brother, that you are an Israelite. That's the most important thing, brother. Know who you are. Like you were just saying, because you didn't know who you are, you was hurt.
That's true.
Right? You was hurt. But guess what, brother? Once you come to find out, give me John 8:32. Once you come to find it, hey, this is called forbidden knowledge. Right? This. You said what? No, I said this truth is called forbidden knowledge. Right? They don't want you to know this truth. They don't want you to know who you are.
Right.
Again, because and that's just why.
Occulted.
Who?
Occulted means hidden, like oculus from the eye. Occulted.
No.
You said hidden knowledge.
Yeah, this is forbidden knowledge. Let's keep it simple, brother. I know you.
You said hidden and forbidden.
No, it's hidden or forbidden is the same thing. If you have something or it's forbidden, it means it's not. So it's forbidden knowledge, meaning they don't want you to know it. Or it's hidden knowledge, they don't want you to know. It's the same thing. Something's hidden, something's forbidden, it's the same thing. All right. So again, they don't want you to know this truth, brother. So again, once you come back to your self-identity, because again, look at all of these people. That's what I'm Where you going, brother?
This shit heavy, man.
All right, brother.
No, it's heavy.
All the muscles.
Brother.
I thought you were real with you.
Brother.
You said you got all those muscles, brother. You can't live off the Bible, man.
You gotta read it.
Hold on.
Put this Bible like this for 2 minutes.
All right, read
All
this.
right.
Book of John, chapter 8, and verse number 32.
Break it out.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Hey, the Lord said.
Oh, no, right there.
Hey.
So put your hand when you about to do it.
Hey, come back, brother.
All right.
There's a lot of folly, man.
All right,
Come on,
man.
brother.
Yeah.
Let's put the Bible down right here, man.
No, I would never let this hit the ground. You crazy.
Okay, brother. The Lord said, read this again. Listen, brother.
John chapter 8 and verse number 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Hey, the Lord said, you got to know the truth, brother.
Right.
And the truth is going to make you free.
Right.
So once you know this truth, brother, which is God's laws that you command, that's going to make you free.
Free.
So you got to know you're an Israelite.
Right.
And knowing you're an Israelite, that's going to understand that salvation is for you.
Right.
The kingdom of heaven is for you.
Right.
These other nations is going to be in your hands.
That's right.
But you have to come back to your nationality as an Israelite and start keeping His commandments.
You have to.
Right? No more follying.
Right.
No more breaking God's laws.
Right.
Right? You fornicate, brother?
No.
You don't fornicate? You drink? You get drunk?
I get drunk.
You get drunk? That's a commandment. You can't get drunk. Right, give me 1 Peter 4
Well,
and
if I
7.
drink and I don't get drunk.
Yeah, you can do it. That's okay.
All right, well, I ain't drunk.
Alright, so just as long as you don't get drunk, brother, you can't, as an Israelite, because you're a king on this walk in this earth. Right? Kings don't get drunk, they can't judge the heavier or the weightier matters.
Because you get emotional. I know.
You can, exactly, especially when you drink. That's right. Read this.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. Be sober. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
So, you hear what he just said?
Yeah, I'm like a walking lion. I'm acting crazy.
Read it again. What did he just say?
I'm like a walking lion seeking who I devour. I mean, I ain't trying to give no...
No, before that, what did it say?
Please repeat the question.
Alright, we gotta listen, brother.
Alright, I'm
read it again.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right, so
you guys talking about me. Oh, my bad.
No. So you gotta make sure you sober. You can't get drunk, bro. You gotta be sober. Right. You gotta sober up, physically and spiritually. If you follow the way you celebrate birthdays, Christmases, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Father's Day, right? You celebrate any of the feast days in the Bible, you don't. You gotta start, right? Because this is your heritage,
right?
You gotta start keeping the Feast of Tabernacles, the new moons, right? The Feast of Unleavened Bread, Passover, right? These days were given to us so we can celebrate it for us and not for everybody else. Just like them, they got Christmases and Thanksgivings and Mother's Days and Father's Days and Halloweens and St. Patrick's Days and all these different New Year's Eve and 4th of July's. Right, all these things we were indoctrinated by and pre-growth indoctrinated by all this predictive programming that was in front of us. It's all created to keep us away from who we are and from our God. So what we have to do as Israelites is you ever seen that movie The Matrix? Yeah. Right, we have to come out of the Matrix. This is the Matrix. Just like how they showed it how they was just walking, like people just like this, just walking to and fro. And they had no clue what was going on. So you have to unplug.
And they don't want to know.
They don't want to know. And so guess what? You have to unplug yourself from the Matrix, meaning this world. Right. Give me 1 John 2 and 15. Right, you got to come out of this world, right, and come into the world of the Israelites.
All right. Look at 1 John.
Hold on, sorry. What's your nationality? All right, read.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world.
See that? The Lord said don't love this world. Why? Because of all the sin and the wickedness that comes with it. Again, the so-called white man has done everything to keep us away from our God and who we are. Every design, tactic, every I don't know what to call it, but every illusion, every sorcery that he has created, it's all the Instagram, the Facebooks, the NBA, the NFL. There's nothing wrong with watching it.
I like the word illusion.
It's an illusion. Yeah, it's just an illusion. Or you got to take the eye salve off. This eye salve, you got to take it off. You got to cleanse your eyes. And so all these things are done to keep you hidden from who you are. Right. Your identity. That's why your nationality changes every 15, 20 years. But the Italians, they don't change their name. The Romans and the Greeks, right, they don't change who they are. The Egyptians, their names don't change. But why you go all the way back to 1619 when we'd be called slaves and niggers and monkeys and African American, colored, and Negro. Now think about it.
You said colored?
Colored. Oh. Colored. You know about being called colored, right? Yeah. We were called colored. All these different names that we were called, but yet our people still don't be like, damn. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. Our people just don't think. We don't even consider these things. Why? Because the so-called white man has done everything to try to disguise who he is and to keep us away from who we are. Read that.
Book of Isaiah 1 and verse number 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Right. So Isaiah is saying through the Most High is saying through the prophet Isaiah, he said the ox know his owner.
Right? An ox is a dumb animal. Right? He knows who his owner is. Right? He said the ass is master's crib, meaning the donkey. Hey, if you let him loose, hey, he don't know how to get back home. But he's going to compare these two dumb animals to a nation of people.
Isaiah 1-3.
Isaiah 1 and 3. The Lord is comparing these two dumb animals to a people. It's going to be us, the Israelites. Read.
But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
And our people don't even consider that we're the greatest people that ever walked the face of this earth.
Right.
That we're better than the so-called white man and the Japanese man and the Chinese man.
Right.
Right. Even if they have restaurants and businesses, guess who's cooking? Guess who's cleaning? Hey, they use us to do their dirty work. Right. Guess who owns the NBA and the NFL?
Right.
And guess who's playing in the NFL and the NBA and the MLB? They need us for everything. Right. They need us. We built the pyramids, we built America, we built the railroads, we built everything, inventions. It's all through us. But it's up to us to change that right now. It's up to us to come back to our identity, to come back to who we are. And we're gods, we're literally gods walking this earth. Right? Who do you think the most powerful, the smartest, who run the fastest, who jump the highest? Hey, you got a woman that's killing in tennis right now. I don't know if you know her, Tory Taylor. You heard about that? Hey, she just defeated the so-called white woman, the Edomite woman.
Yeah, right.
Oh, she called her all type of racial slurs, and she said you're uneducated in front of everybody.
Right.
She said this in front of everybody. Her name is Tory Taylor. You can look her up. She's on her way to the Wimbledon. You got a so-called white man in front of all of the crowd. She said you uneducated black woman. She said you shouldn't have won this match. Hey, look up Tory Taylor in the match that she just beat with this so-called white woman. This is all these things. Again, we are God's walking in, so we His chosen people. So you, brother, you a chosen vessel, man. I know you've been up here too many times. It's getting serious, bro. Yeah. Right, the times is getting it's crunch time right now. It's the fourth quarter with damn near 7 seconds left.
No.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah, you feel it, right? You can tell the vibration in this whole earth is not right.
Right.
Right. I mean, even when I was growing up, it seemed like the days were longer. Now it's just right now, it's like the days are short as hell.
You know what? It depends. For me, I feel like my days are
The days are long.
Because like I said, I'm hating myself right now. I'm going through. You go through that shit. It's like, I'm going through some hard times in an open book. You feel me?
It seems long, but the days are short.
I'm losing track of months. I thought I had.
If you're losing track of months, that means they're going by quick.
Going by fast.
It's going by fast.
Like I thought I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I thought I was 6 months somewhere when I was really like 2.
That means it's speeding up. The days are speeding up, brother. The days are at hand. And that's why
they getting longer for me. I feel like.
Right.
But I appreciate that. I appreciate because that's what's gonna get me to my next level once I start coming to my commandments. But
right. So do you know any commandments? First of all, do you know and believe that you're an Israelite?
Prince,
do you just straightforward? Do you know and believe that you're an Israelite, one of God's chosen people? His favorite.
God's chosen people?
Yeah. All you have to think about it.
Well, what does Israelite mean?
Give me Genesis 32, verse number 27.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 27. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
This is our forefather Jacob, right? Right. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Right. He said, your name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. Read.
For as a prince hast thou power with God.
What does Israel mean?
As a prince.
So Israel means a prince or a princess that has power with God. Read.
For as a prince hast thou power with God, and with men, and has prevailed.
It said, and have prevailed. Hey, brother, what people, you can put them in the slums in the ghetto, and they'll prevail. You see all these TikTokers on Instagram and whatever. You see so-called white people in a car talking about, oh, please, I I can't make it. Please help me. I can't. I'm losing my job. And then even in 08 when the big crash, when that happened, he had so-called white people jumping out the windows. Right. But our people, guess what? We prevailed. Right. Hey,
okay, I got a question. What is anthropophobia? Anthropophobia.
What verse is that?
That's Genesis 32. Verse 27. Let me see. Right here. So this is the footnote. So you wrote right here. Read right here. And this is the footnote. And what is thy name? It's a figurative speech. That is thy name. What does that mean? Oh. That's not the word. What's the word? See, look, this is, so look, that's all that, this is the footnote, this box right here. This is the actual scripture, and this is the footnote saying what it potentially means.
Anthropophobia?
Yeah. It could be Greek. Man, my arms hurt. I got it though. I got it. Hell, man, y'all ain't throwing 100-pound boxes at UPS all day. Who work at UPS all day? You day sort? No.
Amen. I will say it as I'm walking.
No, that's phobia.
Amen. This the news.
Yep, it's the news.
Y'all come into this. Hold on. Now, man, then tell God I say amen. I say this.
Even
What's your truck time? They giving you buck.
Hey, so we go.
They give you.
You can look that up. We can go ahead and look that up. But hey, while the brother looking that up, we gonna come back to it. So while the brother looking that up, good.
I can see it. No, I gotta see my face.
Yeah. So we're gonna continue to teach, man. Right. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes 10:6.
Be like not.
Give me Ecclesiastes 10:6. The nations declare.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
And the Lord said, folly is set, give me 2 Timothy 2:23. The Lord said, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. And that's why we at the bottom, because there's so much folly and foolish and wickedness out here. Right. Give me 2 Timothy 2:23.
Go to 2 Timothy 2:23. And it reads, but foolish and unlearned questions.
The Lord said, but foolish and unlearned questions, read,
avoid.
Do what?
Avoid.
The Lord said, foolish and unlearned questions, avoid, man. So you come with us with damn folly and foolishness. The Lord said, hey, avoid those questions, man. All right, any more on that?
It's like it says, and avoid knowing that they do gender strifes.
They do what?
That they do gender strifes.
Read.
And the servant of the Lord must not strive.
Hey, the Lord said it's gonna cause strife. So the servant of the Lord, we can't cause ourselves to strife. So if you want to come up here and hearken and be diligent, and we're gonna deal with you. But if not, hey, we're gonna let you just keep it pushing, man. So again, we are here for the hopeful elect, right? To let our people know to repent. In the book of Matthew, chapter 3 and verse number 2. Right, we are again to cast out all these different false doctrines, right, that our people been taught, that our people been lied to. You got 2 minutes, sister, to come back for the Lord. 2 minutes for God. Right? Puerto Rico, you from Puerto Rico? I got good news. Good news. Did I get? It's muy importante.
Give the person meaning in life. Figure the name. What is my name?
You too. This your mom? This your daughter? Y'all Puerto Rican? So-called Puerto Rican?
I have Puerto Rican, half Guatemalan.
All right, so your dad's Guatemalan?
Giving the
Your dad's Guatemalan. So I got good news for y'all. So if you see your nationality on this, y'all believe in the Bible? Right, so in the Bible, did God ever call anybody Guatemalan or Puerto Rican? So you gotta find out in the Bible, who did he call us? Now, the great news is that when Christ was on the earth, right, he was actually coming back for the Israelites, the Jews. What you're going to come to find out is that the same people that Moses, it's not a religion, the same people that Moses walked hand in hand with, that he gave the commandments to, who would actually be the blood descendants of those people. And this is why, you know, if you look at the world and how it is, right, this is history. This is you should know this, is because you can't, again, you can't call yourself, well, what does Guatemala mean? You know what Puerto Rico means? It means rich poor. Listen, am I making sense? When you want to know who you are, would you want to be called a rich poor or a door of riches? No, as opposed to being what God called you? God called you a princess. Listen to this. Give me Genesis 32 and 27.
Thank you, heavy shit.
They got flyers. You want that flyer? So again, we out here to tell a lot of people, hey, there's good news. Right? These other nations don't have good news for them, man. You know, I don't know what's in this world that you rather be doing than to hear the words of the Lord if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American. Right? These curses and all of this destruction that's going on in this world, and you want to come out here, you know, and look at a being. You want to come out here and buy and sell with all this stuff, right? All of this inflation that's going on right now, right? All the wars and the rumors of war, all that they talking about bringing in martial law into all of these different cities, over 19 cities. They talking about shutting down America, and you people are worried about going to all these different damn cities and looking at a being and looking at whatever don't even make sense. That doesn't mean nothing, right? It holds no weight. And this is what, you know, our people just love folly and foolishness, man. And our people not gonna get it till they tell you, hey, you can't leave your neighborhood, you can't leave your house. Right. And these days are coming, man. Hey, give me 2nd Esdras 15 and verse number 6. Right, give me 2nd Esdras 15 and 6. Our people not going to get into it too late. And you're going to be crying to the Lord. You're going to be crying to God, and the Lord is not going to hear you. The Lord is going to turn his back from you. The Lord is going to turn his face from you, all because you despise his laws. Again, this message, is for the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. If you want to receive salvation, if you want to get out the hell the hell that America is covered in, come back to the Lord. Come back to your God. Right? Receive his word. So like you were saying, brother, you gotta be ready to hear the words. Alright, so we gonna deal with you, brother. Right. So again, the most important thing, brothers, is knowing that you're an Israelite. Now we read what an Israelite is. Right? An Israelite is a prince or a princess that has power with God. Right? So that's what Israelite means. So you have to understand that you will be an Israelite to receive salvation. You know, it's something that comes, you knowing you're an Israelite, that's not the end all be all.
I ain't gonna lie, that's where I fuck up. I feel like that's good enough. I was like, yeah, I know, and I'm gone. That's good enough, motherfucker. That's where I mess up. Right. I ain't gonna lie. Right. Cause I feel like, because I'm really doing this shit 100% by myself. So when I'll be like, man, I get like cocky with it, and I'll be like, oh, I figured it out, because I just know. And I ain't nobody didn't give it to me, so I know I come back to it, because I'm young, I can still pop my shit and pop my, but it goes away, like you said.
Right. And when you proud, brother, in the Lord, give me the book of Job, chapter 22.
This need to also be an Israelites initiation. Y'all gotta get that Bible out there. Y'all gotta get that Bible out there. I've been holding this Bible for how long?
Now listen to this, brother.
No, I'm just saying. That's
Job 22 and 23.
That's the real strength.
The book of Job 22 and verse number 23. And it reads, if thou return to the Almighty.
The Lord said, if you return back to God, what's going to happen?
Thou shalt be built up.
Right? Because at one point we was at the bottom. But if you return to the Lord, brother, all jokes aside.
For real.
If you come back to the Lord,
ain't no joke. This Bible heavy.
All right, brother. I understand that. If it's heavy, again, you can put it on the speaker.
Never. Don't put this on the. You crazy?
All right, so don't complain about it, brother.
All right, you right. All right.
Stop complaining, brother.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah, you live.
All right, that's all you have. All right, I heard you the first time.
Read that again.
If thou return to the Almighty, thou shalt be built up.
The Lord said, if you come back to Him, you come back to the Almighty, you're gonna be built up. Right, spiritually, you're gonna be built up. Read.
Thou shalt put away the iniquity far from thy tabernacle.
The Lord said you gotta put away sin far from you. Right, so whatever sin that's plaguing you, that you're dealing with, and you gotta put it back far from you. How do you do that? By coming back to the laws of God. So what are some of the things that you're dealing with? What's plaguing you? Because at the end of the day, if you want to be built up,
Me, basically, just me.
I mean, but there's something like there's certain spirits that the Lord created, right? Lying spirit, fornication spirit, lust spirit, right? Smoking spirit, and drink. I know you said you had a drinking spirit, right? Or you do get drunk.
Fear spirit.
You got to fear. You want to fear the Lord.
No, I fear like what if I try to do something and then I'm not fully aware of my survivability chances, and then I trust when I'm trying to do too hard, and they go the other way.
Well, that's
what I fear. So I don't even try to take that leap. Then I don't get cocky. And I'm like, all right, fuck that. I'm gonna fail anyway because I already think to the hand of it. Don't even try it because I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah. So you want to fear the Most High, brother. If you fear the Most High, right, you're not gonna fear nothing else.
Right.
You're not gonna fear no man.
Right.
Or you're not gonna fear anything. Give me the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, and verse number 7. Right? You're not gonna fear nothing. The only person you should fear is the Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai. Give me 1 Peter 1 and 7.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, and verse number 7.
Again, this is why you're dealing with these different spirits, because the Lord, you got to go through something. You probably, a lot of our people, they really don't know, that they're going through something unless they go through it.
I gotta recognize what I'm going through and learn from it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. Let's read this.
1 Peter 1 and verse number 7. That the trial of your faith.
The trial of your faith, read.
Being much more precious than of gold that perisheth though it be tried with fire.
Right, so what you're going through, brother, your fear, right, you're going to be tried through fire, just like gold. Right, so for gold to become in its purest form, any type of precious metal, you have to burn it to get all of the impurities out. And once the impurities, right, start to settle, and it rises to the top. And once it dries, those impurities, you can brush them away. But it has to be tried in the fire. It has to go through some type of chemical change, right? A change. So in order for you to purge out whatever spirit that you go through, you have to go through the fire. You have to go through hell, spiritual hell. You have to go through something.
Now,
Hold on. Let me finish.
Do I put myself through that hell, or do I have to?
No. The Lord is going to try you. Read that from the top.
Verse 7. That the trial of your faith, being much more...
You listening, brother?
Yes, sir. The trial of my faith being much.
The trial of your faith, read.
Being much more precious than of gold.
Right, so if you have faith, your faith is going to be worth more than gold.
Right.
That perisheth through it be tried with fire.
Right, though it be tried in fire, right, your faith, even though you have faith and believe, you're going to get tried in the fire. Right, you're going to go through something once you have faith. Read.
Might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Read.
Whom, having not seen, he loved, in whom, though...
What verse is that?
Verse 8.
Read, verse 8.
Whom, having not seen, he loved, in whom, though now ye see him not, yet believing.
It said, though you see him not, yet believing. Read.
Ye rejoice.
You do what?
Ye rejoice.
Right.
With joy unspeakable and full of glory.
And full of glory. So once you start to believe in Yahweh Shai, have that faith, knowing that you're an Israelite, coming to God's laws, yeah, brother, you're gonna go through different temptations and trials.
Right.
But the Lord said your faith is gonna be there. Your faith is more precious than gold. So if you believe and have faith, hey, you can conquer anything. You can conquer any demon, any spirit that comes your way. But you have to. It all starts with faith. Right, believing on Yahweh Shai, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ.
Right.
Right, you got to know you're an Israelite. You got to start keeping these commandments, brother.
Right.
You got to keep the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day. Read Exodus 31 and 14.
Or you got to start keeping the Sabbath day. Because once you start keeping the Sabbath day, the Lord is going to deal with you, man. We tell you know, this thing is spiritual. You have to start keeping these feast days and a holiday, these holy days, so the Lord can sup with you, so he can deal with you.
Right.
Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 31, verse 14. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death.
The Lord said, keep the Sabbath day. If you defile the Sabbath day, you're going to be put to death if you don't keep it. Read.
For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
Right, so the Lord said no working on the Sabbath day.
I get
no
it.
buying.
You're going to be too tired to keep working on 7 days. So you're going to be working to death.
So on the 7th day of the week, brother, you got to rest, which is Friday sundown, which is today. When the sun goes down.
God said it because he could have predicted this money thing, and they're going to work you on your weekends.
That's right.
And it's like you need 1 day off for yourself to get yourself to reset, start getting your rhythm and all that.
Exactly. So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, you have it's a rest day. No buying, no selling, no cooking, no cleaning. The Lord gave you 6 days to do what you got to do within the law. But on the 7th day, you just open up your Bible. You got a Bible. Check out our YouTube channel and go through the videos. Right? Understand, you know, some of the commandments that you got to keep. It's very important. These laws are very important, brother. Having faith, brother, is very important.
That's my problem too. I don't have no faith.
You don't have no faith?
None.
Right, so brother.
It's like faith is like having family. You don't have none, you don't have it at all. Well, you ain't got nobody you can look forward to. You're gonna be looking forward to your own sins.
Right, give me the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, and verse number 7. Right, give me the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, and verse number 8.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 7. But unto every one of us is given grace according.
Give me 2 and 7 first. Hold on. Give me Ephesians chapter 2 and verse number 7.
This is Ephesians chapter 2 and verse number 7.
Listen to this, brother.
That in the ages to come, that in the ages to come, he might shew the exceeding riches of his grace and his kindness toward us through Hamashiach Yahushua. For by grace are ye saved.
It says, for by grace you're saved. Read.
Through faith, and that not of yourselves.
Right.
It is a gift.
Right. Ooh, that's mighty. So I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna read it over. This is very important. Read this.
Yes, sir.
Verse number 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith.
It said, by grace you're saved through faith. Read.
And that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh.
So the Lord said faith is actually a gift. It's a gift from the Lord. And so that's why it's important, brother. You have to start by knowing that you're an Israelite. And once you start keeping commandments, the Lord is going to, if you pray for it, brother, the Lord is going to give it to you. Right. Give me the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse number 19. And give me the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 19. And give me the book of James chapter 1 and verse number 5. Give me Ephesians 4 and 8.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 8. Wherefore he said, when he ascended up on high,
verse 7.
Verse 7, but unto every one of us is given grace.
The Lord said unto every one of us, talking about the Israelites, he's given us grace. Read.
According to the measure of the gift of Christ.
Right, so again, if you have Christ, if you know about Yahweh Shah, that's a gift too. So guess what, brother? You know about Christ now.
Right.
That's a start.
Right.
Once you know about Yahweh Shah, that he died for your sins, and then if you believe in that, brother, that's your faith. Does that make sense? That's where your faith starts. Your faith starts by believing in Yahweh Shah. Right. Ignorantly called Jesus Christ. If you believe on that man,
I believe in God.
Your faith is going to get built up.
Right.
You said what?
I believe in God, but how do you get? I get emotional about God when the shit that be happening to me. So it's like it's not I don't believe in you. It's like nah, forget about you. How do I not? How do I get over the emotional side that I'm going through some turmoil and be like, this is for a bigger cause? That's what messes me up.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, again, our people, you know, this is why we go through these things, right? Because the Lord is trying us, right? Give me the book of Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 6. Right? Basically what the Lord is doing, he's putting us through the fire. He's testing us.
But I feel like, why don't you just let me fail at the damn test itself rather than try to put me through a pre-test? I'm pretty sure I can outdo the test itself when you put me through a pre-test.
So guess what? The
it's
reason
like you made me not ready.
So the point of you failing from the test is for you to learn not to fail.
The point is, the best way to learn not to fail, do it the first time right.
Well, no, brother, because if you do it the first time right, you're not gonna know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
You gotta go through failure. Through failure, you succeed.
Right.
Right. When you fail, that's just how you know. You know better.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, yes, sir.
Yeah, so you have to go through trials and tribulation in this truth. Right? So again, it starts by believing on Yahweh Shai. You have to, when you believe on him, he's gonna provide you with faith.
That's where I got started.
So you gotta believe on him. You gotta believe that he died for your sins.
Right. I gotta understand that too.
Understand what?
See, I died for my sins. I don't understand that fully. Like, that's just verbiage.
Give me Colossians chapter 1 and verse number.
And it's funny that I said that. This appendix is from sins. It's crazy. All right, go ahead.
Give me the book of Colossians chapter 1 and verse number. Drop that. Give me the book. I want to say Hebrews 2 and verse number 13. Give me the book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse number 9.
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 2 verse 13. And again, I will put my trust in him.
What the Lord said?
I will put my trust in him.
So you have to put your trust in the Lord.
Right.
Right? Why? Because he died so you can have life to receive salvation, the kingdom of heaven. Right? He died for your sins, for you to live.
Right.
Because in the old, when Moses was around, we had the law, but that law wasn't to save us. It was just only to keep us in order, to keep us in line. But now through Yahweh Shai, we have faith to get the kingdom of heaven now. Read.
I will put my trust in him, and again, behold, I and the children which God hath given me. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same.
Right, so
hey, look, read that last part again.
Listen to this.
Of flesh and blood.
Of what?
Flesh and blood. He also himself likewise took part of the same.
Right, so the Lord died for us. The Lord died for us. So, alright, I got the next brother coming up. But with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shai. From Yahshua.